We've got some fall and a few little this and that's in between.
Oh man, yes,
we brag on our boys for a second.
Go ahead.
So this is the latest. This is the autumn issue of Classic Sewing Magazine, and we have it in stock. And Kristen put it in our story and also in our newsletter. And all these people up here, these are all people we know that have cool articles in here. And so anyway. But of course, right here, we know these boys. These are Christine Newsom's grandsons, and they were precious. And we had Hillary K. Photography from our area. She's in Augusta,
Isn't it
actually,
always
right?
like when you are with someone else's children that you think they're so perfect, but even their own mothers were like, oh my goodness, they're perfect all the time. So they came out. It was such a beautiful photo shoot,
Right.
but really, we would not have gotten any of this without Hillary K. Photography.
She came with her husband, and those boys were so responsive to him, and he was just calm, and anything that they asked him to do, they would do.
Stephanie Dabbs, Little Bean Shop, you can find her on Instagram.
Yeah.
She actually sewed these garments for us, and she used the will pattern by Collars, etc. And we are, I mean, because of this photo shoot and the adorable creations, we really are like living in the will for fall. So you'll be seeing a lot from us using this pattern.
That's right. And if you get this magazine, be sure and look for our ad, because hidden under this little flap is a 15% off coupon that you can use. And you have to be logged into our website in order to use this, but you can use it.
With the will pattern, you actually receive a couple different shirt options, and there's smocked options, and there's actually, I would say, a long all and a short all. Trudy calls them a jumpsuit. So she says a long jumpsuit and a short jumpsuit. But they looked so precious. These little boys were 5 and 4 or 4 and 3. They were somewhere in that age, but they were so cute.
I just standing there watching them take pictures, it was like astounding, because we've been with our kids a lot of times, and wow.
You don't get this kind of behavior, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Hi from Megan, first one.
What?
Hello.
Megan.
Oh, good.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we also have been living in summer. So skipping from fall back to summer, we are preparing for a photo shoot that's coming up in September, and the Vintage Vogue 6771 is what we have been referring to.
So are you tired of looking at this yet? Because I'm not tired of sewing it.
It's a quick make.
Yes, and it's so cute. But I kept waiting for you to put the picture on. We had Kristen try the faces. It's right here.
Oh yeah.
And this fabric is an Italian viscose fabric, drapey, beautiful. We made this Vintage Vogue, and after our last Gavin Gush said, Kristen, try this on. It looks so cute on her, and all weekend long I'm like, when's she going to put that picture on him?
Never
Did. But this pattern is adorable, and so we've tried it on adults like Christina, who works here, and Kristen, and then also
we're thinking on our tweens, because they're getting to where they want the fit to look in style. I mean, they want everything to be just like they've selected, and so this suits them, and that's really nice.
And it's cut in, raglan, right up to the neck. And so then last night I cut out another one, and this is maybe for my little redhead, and she asked for these colors. Now I want to try it on. I just have it basted to the twill tape here at the neck, so I want to try that on her at the neck to make sure the neck is comfortable on her. But you know, when this was hanging up like this, I thought this would be cute with just even a bias and then a bow coming down this way, or a bow in the back and tied in the back.
So now at this point we have used the viscose, which is a very drapey fabric. It has a lot of movement. It's kind of like a challis. And then we've also used 100% cotton eyelet, a printed eyelet. Here. And then this makes our third fabric on this pattern, and it is it's like a broadcloth weight sheen sateen.
Yeah,
and
it's not super heavy at all, and it's drapey, right? Yeah.
And so, it's making up beautifully, and this would definitely be a dress. I mean, you can wear it as a bathing suit cover-up, but it's not sheer, and it's making up beautifully in these different fabric types.
So
Sue has a question on that pattern.
who has a question?
Sue Estes.
Oh, okay, Sue.
She says, why did the pattern have the back tabs go over the front tabs to button?
It had the back tab go over the front tab
That's
to
what
button.
she's saying.
Did Sally
this-
read that part of the instructions is a better question. She might not have ever made it that far.
That didn't work for. I mean, I didn't remember doing
She
that.
never came across that. Oh, for the
Oh,
will
oh,
pattern.
I
The
guess-
will.
Oh, the will
Yes.
pattern.
The will pattern. You know what? That is simply somebody's design
Preference.
choice.
Yeah.
It's a preference, and if you look through lots of books, you can see the straps come one way and it can come the other way. So that's just the way it was
It depends
done.
on how you're accustomed to seeing it. On the front of the pattern cover is actually the tabs going the reverse way than how they are on our little boys' outfits. But yeah, it's almost like a different decades do different ideas and as
Well, you
in
know that
regards to the
little
tabs.
that little sailor dress, kind of the white seersucker with the navy blue rickrack that we have a picture of Andy in. That's the way that one was
It's
made.
tabbed
And
on top.
the tab comes on top, and you can see the navy rickrack going around. And I think didn't we see that maybe on Pinterest somewhere and thought, this is very cute this way. So that's just a design element that you can choose. Yeah.
So you definitely would want to factor that in as far as your placement of things because it shouldn't change much, but you're gonna have to
Right.
think it through. Okay, so did you have something else you wanted to highlight from the magazine?
Oh, I don't know. Not necessarily yet,
Oh, okay.
but
Okay, I thought you were talking about something else you wanted to show. So in the feel of summer, we're still pulling these beautiful summer fabrics, summer prints. We actually pulled a cotton, a knit, and this is a blend. I would say it's probably a polyester blend. So we're gonna try it out in all different kinds of fabrics.
So this, we did this one year. It's a Samantha by Violet Field Threads, and so cute. And maybe for the little girls, we might do some of this.
It's definitely easier for us because we have so many little girls that we're dressing to do something that we can do it over and over again, so it suits multiple body styles.
It's a bird. Did you know I was going to pull a bird?
I
out?
didn't. What you got?
Kristen always surprises me with the bird. So I decided, Emma and I were in collusion this morning, and we decided that this gorgeous fabric right here, this knit at Paisley, and also our Faces fabric, and also this fabric, we decided to give you is it a 3-day sale, Emma?
It's through Friday.
Through Friday, a sale on the surprise.
Nice. That's awesome. What's our
Surprise.
discount?
Well, Emma's got, I think they're like,
The knit is $8.99,
Uh-huh.
and the other two are
$9.99.
$9.99.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard
Yeah.
it here first.
And guess what? It was me that brought this out. Can you believe it? But look how cute this is. The colors are so pretty. I couldn't decide last night what to cut that dress out of, and the one thing that made me decide was that if I used knit, I would have to pre-shrink it, and I wasn't in the mood to
You didn't
make
have the
that.
time to do that,
I
did you?
didn't want to make that extra step. But these are beautiful together, and who knows, we may pull them.
It's easy to get inspired when you have seen it made up. So I
Yeah.
think that's awesome
It
that we're
is.
doing
It
ones that
is.
we've actually
Yeah.
used.
So these fabrics, I can swear by it. They are so pretty and so nice. The one with faces, oh, even like all the girls that work here said, I would love a shirt out of that.
It's
That's
kind
pretty.
of different looking at it, but once it's made up, it's really, really beautiful. I'll show it to y'all again.
Well, the colors in it are fabulous.
This is going to look good on our older girls, and then also it looked good. It looks good on adults as well. So that's pretty
but
cute.
look at
Cute. Hey, why don't y'all make an outfit for everyone? You've got all your coordinating fabrics here.
you know what?
This, and even the
Yeah,
other one.
It's great. So Emma's putting a link to those 3 fabrics that are on sale. And in fact, Kristen had this in our newsletter, and she didn't know we'd already put it on sale. It's like, I said to Emma, did she say anything? She said, no, not yet.
Been marking it down?
Yeah. But anyway, it's kind of fun because I know you're going to love it. I loved working on it. So anyway,
Fun.
that's a little surprise.
So then also we have this I pulled. It has nothing to do with anything, but
That's
I like
cute.
it. and it's a sheen sateen. It's an Eiffel Tower printed cotton, and it has a slight sheen on it, but it's still in that like broadcloth weight.
So are we going to call that a toile? Because it's just like a drawing. I guess it's called a toile, right? And because it's only like one color and a background color?
Is that
Is
that
that
what it
makes
is?
it a toile?
I don't know.
I think it's the like it looks like an etch or a sketch.
I
Or
guess
etch a sketch.
yeah, that works too.
I love
This is
that,
a beautiful toile print, y'all.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like toil.
Toile.
Toily.
Yeah.
Toily.
You like toily prints like we do? Sally will never tattoo a toilie.
That's pretty.
Okay, y'all. What we want to talk to y'all about today is covered buttons, and they come in all different, not really shapes and sizes, but different styles of how the backs are finished, or even how they go together. Sally has pulled a few for y'all to discuss them.
And you know, you can get these wonderful button containers for free if you buy coffee mate.
And if you like it, you can get a lot for free.
And we actually have had to throw some away because we had so many. But many years ago, and Kristen's been after me to get this going again, but it's been a long time. I purchased a button covering machine. And I mean, it looks like a dinosaur. It's cast iron, heavy, big old handle that comes down like this. It has dies that can cut the circles. It's like, I bet Kristen has asked me for 10 years to get that thing moving. Anyway, that was the first that I realized that there's a variety of button backs. I didn't bring down any of the, like the Dritz or the Maxon or anything. The button backs that we get when we buy a package of covered buttons, they're usually a wire back, aren't they? They have a little wire shank.
So this would also be like the type if you were going to buy your own button covering kit.
Yeah,
like it's going to have a wire back where you clamp the wire backing to the
That's right.
I'm sure there's a name.
The cap.
The disc.
The cap.
The
Yeah,
cap.
yeah. But then I found out that there are all these other ways to cover buttons. Now this is a little button. I'll put it right here. This one actually has what they call a canvas shank. And so this is actually a fabric shank that pops through here. And these will make it like they're softer if you lean against them. And you actually sew through that little canvas poof that comes out here, that little shank. Now back on the back of these,
I'm zooming way in
okay.
to show everybody, just because it does make it a little bit of a softer landing.
It does.
Like especially if you're going, it's kind of a controversial thing whether or not you put covered buttons on the back of your garment, or if you stick with like a 2-hole or 4-hole because it's flat. But then after we saw Princess Charlotte wear a covered button back dress, we have thrown out any controversy, and we know that if the prince or the royalty can wear it, so can we.
That's right. That's right. Well, this is called a molded shank. So I'm going to hold it up for Instagram just for a second.
So we're talking about the molded shank
This is
now.
a molded shank, and here it is in a different size. And so this is molded right into the back. Now the one with the little fabric shank, it actually has a hole in that little back disc that the fabric pops up in here. And then
so all of these are created the same way. There's the cap that is cradling, or you wrap your fabric around, just like in your covered button kits. So
now then they have
this one's different though. This one
is different because it actually has a covered. The back is actually covered.
In fabric.
In fabric, and so you never see the aluminum or anything. And so it's
you
got
can see that has the impression just
Right.
like this, but again, what is it for?
Well, I think it makes it more elegant because you don't see.
You don't
I mean,
see
I
that
think
movement of the
for
button.
instance, this is covered. This is really tiny, like a bridle. This is like a bridle one. Let me pinch it and see. This one. Well, I think this one's. I can't tell if that's canvas. Oh, this is.
So
this
going
is
down the back of your dress, you see a side view. You're still only going to see the color of the covered button. You're not going to have this different colored backing that shows.
Right. It's really fun to get these, and so we have a company that makes a lot of covered buttons for us. But some of these came from different fabric garment designers. Like this, I know came from a garment designer. And then some of the silk ones we actually have made, and we can have them made.
We actually have some Vera Wang covered buttons. So
Yeah,
they're silk
we
fabric
do.
from Vera Wang, and they actually have, you know, they came to us as a covered button.
That's right. And so when you have a covered button or a shank button down the back, you can do a buttonhole and run it through, or you can use an elastic elastic button loop. Yeah,
Oh,
you know what I was
is
wondering
elastic,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the loops are elastic. So we have this in white, ivory, and black. And for years, I was looking for a good quality one, and this is the best quality one I found in a long, long time. And Emma has links to all three of the colors. And so
This is big news because we talked about this when it came in, but really it's still a highlight for us because the quality that we had been accustomed to getting through our regular source
kind of went.
Yes, and so we still carried them because they're important to
People
our
want
industry. Yes, but now we finally come back across a good quality elastic,
and the one that I can get again.
Right.
So I'm really, really happy about that. And so the this little band right here that you see would actually be sewn into into a seam or a facing, or it would be hidden by a placket. Like if you put it down the back of a bishop, then this band would be hidden by the placket, and then all you would have showing would be your loops.
Definitely looking at that. I mean, it's that back of a woman's wedding gown.
Yeah,
you know, you
that's
have
right,
that button after
that's
button,
right.
and all you see is that one loop, or you don't
Yeah,
because it's hidden by the button.
That's right. And so then, you know, this little button, this little covered button would just pop right through this elastic thing right here.
So it would be like
And
this.
it'd be like
would
this.
Be the finished.
Yeah, that's right. These other buttons are a little too big for these button loops, but I was thrilled to be able to find that. That looks good. That looks
So we use these in bishops. Do you? I mean, where else would you put these? On the backs?
Yeah, you can put it like even at the back. I was thinking about
That's what I was
these
wondering.
dresses right
Yeah.
here.
A lot of times the back of your dress might have like a little keyhole opening, or you might have just one button styled at the top.
Yeah.
And that's where you would place that elastic button loop. So for sizing of these, is there a certain size button that it fits up to?
Now, that's a good question. I really don't have an answer for that. I think it would probably go to a 1/2 inch, like that. And if I sewed just maybe one here, I might even hide. I wouldn't cut it off, but I would hide that. Might hide this loop, fold it over into the seam, fold it over into the seam, hide that first top loop, put it into the seam like this, so that the elastic wouldn't pull out. I would want to keep it, and then when you sew that down, then this elastic isn't going to stretch out. But this is really great. You can do little like little crocheted buttonholes. I mean, not buttonholes, little crocheted loops, and that works great too. And especially if your buttons are bigger, you might want to do one like that. But anyway, I wanted to show, because these are so many options on the button backs that I think are interesting to me.
It is interesting. Yeah. That's totally squishy. That's interesting.
So
one that's
yeah,
squishy.
with the squishy one,
It's actually called Squishy One. So if you want to find this button on our website, type in Squishy One.
Maybe we need to add that to
Just kidding. But I'm not sure what you call it.
I think they call it a canvas back, or fabric
back.
shank.
Yeah, fabric shank.
But that way you don't have to dig around for the hole that you're trying to find when you're hanging onto that thing and you're poking around for the hole. You can just shove it right through that canvas.
Because you're kind of flying blind when it comes to these fabric covered back ones.
Yeah,
So
you are.
this is a fabric covered back one.
That's right.
This is not. This is a canvas back.
Then these are fabric covered.
Yes.
But it's tiny.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's neat.
And these are free at your local grocery store.
With purchase of the fluid, liquid inside of them. Okay, y'all, we've been talking about everybody else's news, but I'm not going to stop. We have the Vintage Curves. We have received our copy of the Vintage Curves from Sarah Classic Sewing. This is a, let's see, letting these beauty curves of the 1930s shine on. And
I told you I had a pattern from way back then. Yeah.
Right. And so, yeah. So this
I
this
have that
Sarah
pattern.
Ward of Sarah Classic Sewing, you can find her at sarahclassicsewing.com. She has come out with a new pattern that has a gorgeous curved line going underneath the bodice where your skirt front comes into your yoke, and it's smocked. So she styled it after a 1930s pattern, and she has a romper version, which I've not seen before.
I haven't either, and it is
so
so darling.
so
yeah,
cute.
It's really cute.
If you visit sarahclassicsewing.com, you can see she's used all kinds of different fabrics to create the different styles. And the size range of this pattern, look how cute that is. Oh my goodness.
I know.
So this is from sizes 3 months all the way up to a size 8. So
Plus, there's a PDF 18-inch doll pattern available.
So Sarah Classic Sewing, sarahclassicsewing.com is where you can purchase this pattern.
Yeah.
So she's taking pre-orders now for the tissue pattern. And then the doll you can receive in a PDF form.
And if you're big on different kinds of embroidery threads, you need to go to Sarah Classic Sewing because she's all about the embroidery threads.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have a surprise visitor. So by the way,
Right.
Jo Rosdick, she very graciously let me know that she's not coming until August 9th. And I had miscommunication with her, and that is totally my fault. So I'm sorry if y'all expected to see her today. We are looking forward to seeing her in August. And so it's just me and Sally up here today. But I do have our Dollar Baby is coming up here. We have had people place so many orders.
I know.
She's shaking her head at that name.
Yeah.
We've had so many people placing orders for our dollar goods, and we haven't done this song and dance in a while. So who better than our Dollar Baby to get up here and let us know?
So
what's
while
up.
she's making her way here, I just want to tell you about Ann Parker, who's the owner of Cross-Eyed Cricket Smocking Plates. Ann has a beautiful smocking plate in here in this recent issue of Classic Sewing. And we all got tickled because, oh, look at these cute pumpkins. Because she said, it's fall, y'all. And we're like, do you say y'all or do you say y'all?
Let us know wherever you are in the country.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce y'all?
Because guess what? She's got it both ways for all of us. So it's fall y'all and it's fall y'all. And anyway, as Ann can do in her wonderful way, she's created a gorgeous smocking plate for a bishop. So let's see what the Dollar Baby has.
Classic.
Yeah, it is.
Classy.
Yeah.
Hey y'all. So Kristen grabbed some of our dollar deals for me to show y'all. So we've got all kinds of items. So we have a button assortment. We've got several party things. We've also got some kitchen items. We've got art supplies. So really check out our dollar deals. I will have a link to this video so you can go check those out. So some of the things we have. So this is a little cactus cupcake kit. There's 24 cupcakes in this. And then we've got this is really cute. This unicorn garland, and this is a 5-foot garland.
I love that.
And then we've also
How cute this is.
This is so cute too.
Oh, man.
It's a tassel garland, and I believe we might also have this in pink and orange as well.
That's cute.
And I think
We took that to the beach one time and
I
hung
think-
it behind us.
this one's a little bit more. That would be so fun. I bet kids love that. So I think this one is $5. So this is our under the sea garland. So this would be fun, like you said, for a
Yeah,
beach
well,
trip.
show them the back of it because
Or,
it shows all the, yeah.
Vicky Lawson wants to know what you did with the covered button machine.
Oh, what did I do with the covered button machine? Actually, I can see it from where I'm standing.
I put it in her walkway.
Yeah, she put it on my chair at my desk.
It was by the door for the year
How
and a
many
half that
years?
I've been here, and I never knew what it was, but
Oh.
it made an appearance.
Before
so.
that, it was in Sally's garage. I moved it from her garage to her sewing room, from her sewing room to the front door.
You just keep putting it closer and closer to her line of
That's
sight,
right.
so
It's
she
gonna
has
it's
to
gonna
remember.
End up in her bedroom.
Oh,
You're gonna wake up and it's gonna be right beside you.
Hey, it's a really neat thing, but the problem is the company I bought it from. Then I bought all my. Of course, I have enough. I can't ever buy just a dozen of something. I have to buy like 100 gross of the certain
course.
size and every size of dye for cutting. So I'm not going to run out anytime soon. But I'm thinking, well, what if I run out? I can't reorder it because they're not in business now. But I don't think I'm going to run out very soon.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Anyway, it is kind of fun to use once we uncover it. It's kind of like an exercise machine where you have all your clothes hanging on top of it. Right now I see fabric leaning up on it. Do you see that little cabinet right there?
I see
the
it.
handle sticking up. Yeah.
Nikki Lawson says you need to use it and show us how it works.
Hey, maybe I'll move it up here next Friday.
Right.
Have a live tutorial. Oh my goodness, y'all tune in.
Kristen's going to make me do it. She'll stand there and is like, now, do it now. If I would just do it a couple of times, then I would be like over that hump.
Yeah.
Y'all show them that floss. Did y'all show
Oh.
No, we haven't shown the floss. Y'all, this assortment, oh my goodness, this is such a good deal. So this is an assortment. There are $26 worth of floss in here. Is it 16?
28.
Or is it? Oh, it's 28 total.
28.
Oh my goodness, 28 total. And this is on sale for $8.
I think they're all different colors too.
they are.
Hey, they're great fall colors. Look at all those
They are.
oranges and yeah, there's some great fall colors in there.
And we have some smaller floss assortments as well. So you can find those by searching floss assortment in the search box on our website. And Kristen, you want me to talk about
yeah,
this
do the
bundle?
bundle.
Kristen brought this cute bundle down. So this is a yellow and white stripe. And it looks like a soft white stripe. And this is a 2-yard bundle. And this is $16.
Hey, this would be really cute if you cut your own bias or cut your own piping. This would be really, really cute as a piping or a bias.
That would be really pretty.
Or a sunny little dress, right? Yeah,
I love that.
That's right. Is that did you miss that little guy?
Oh, I did. So we also have these archival ink pens. So we have several of these, and it's a really fine tip. So these are also on sale for $1. And we have erasers, all types of drawing utensils.
Yeah, that's right.
Back to the smocking plate.
Okay.
Angie Brown said y'all is a southern thing.
But which way do you spell it?
Y''ALL.
Yeah. So it'd be a lot of little people with it spelled this way, but guess what? You have an option.
It might just be a cutesy slang, y'all.
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 We love Ann Parker. She and her husband came here, and we had the best time with them. You know what? My very next tab is Cheryl Clapp. We love Cheryl Clapp, too. And her husband and her grandsons. I'm going to have to show. This is so fall. Cheryl Clapp. And after Cheryl was here, I decided I'm going to read this entire article because Cheryl wasn't she just such a detail person?
She was.
But look at these nifty leaves that she's made. And so, yeah, look at that. So darling. And I'm not
Probably
sure.
attached them in a way you've never thought of, too.
I know, that's what I was looking at. I was thinking,
Right.
what's
Yeah,
happening
there's a
there?
lot of information in here. So anytime you see something by Cheryl Clapp, you need to read all of it because, man, she had some tremendous ideas. So I'm going to save. Oh, here's some more of hers. Look how pretty that is. And if that isn't fall, y'all, I don't know what colors are not. Those are fall colors. So anyway.
I love it. All right, Sally.
All right.
Are you ready?
You ready
We have
for
a giveaway.
drawing? Yep. Emma and I worked up a giveaway yesterday. And
We
So-
had all the pretty, all the dainty, everything that we liked
Yeah, I
is what
know.
we grabbed.
it was all girly stuff. And so we had a lot of people put their names in. I'm going to let you draw.
Okay.
Let's see who gets it.
All right. Let's see. We have got Sherry Robinson Pratt, and she said, yes, please, love Farmhouse. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you very much.
All
you have
right,
any other
Kristen, you want to
questions?
come say goodbye?
No, but I want you to turn off this stuff because I'm not going to do it.